Columbus High School is among 9 schools throughout all of Kansas to be chosen for an official launch of a state program. I'm Bronte Sorotsky with the impact that this will have on students.
Plus, Missouri legislation that aims to protect the unvaccinated in the workforce and in healthcare. And Joplin's court-appointed special advocates is getting a new facility. How that could impact the way they serve the community.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
Columbus High School is now one of 9 schools in Kansas approved to launch a state redesign project. The project aims to adapt education to meet the needs of all students. KOAM's Bronte Sorotsky spoke with the school's principal and a school counselor and has more on how the state program has already benefited their students.
This month, the Kansas State Board of Education approved 9 schools in 7 districts to be a part of the Kansas CAN redesign project plan for the current school year. One of those schools approved was Columbus High School.
The approval from the state board, we're very appreciative because it's validation that we're doing things the correct way.
The program, which invites schools from all over the state to apply, has the goal to find ways to best meet the needs of all students.
We looked at our master schedule. That's been completely redesigned to where teachers can choose whether or not they have 90 or 45-minute classes. Same amount of time on the week, but it's just structured differently to meet students' needs and whatever's best for that type of instruction.
Columbus High School has been working on this since 2019, but it wasn't until the fall of 2021 that they were accepted as a launch school. In February of 2022, the State Board of Education recognized them as an official launch school, one of 9 approved for the current school year.
That validation now with the State Board of Education recognizing the work that we've put in is just great for morale for the staff.
Since joining the program, the school has been able to implement beneficial changes for students.
We've allowed a lot of project-based learning. We get a lot of our students out into the community working at different jobs. They're able to actually go out and experience the workforce even more. And there's really been many opportunities, different areas that have helped our students.
Those changes, especially the schedule, have helped students receive needed real-world experience.
When we have our Flex Day, it allows them to really, I think, connect more their interest and their school life to what their future goals are.
In Columbus, Bronte Sorotsky, KOAM News.
Other area school districts taking part in the redesign project are Frontenac, Northeast, and Uniontown. Increasing clouds over the course of this day. Doug Heddy.
Yeah, we have our next storm system, which is heading in our direction as we go through about the next 24 to 36 hours. Already winter storm watches in effect in our northwestern counties. A lot of other areas are under a flash flood watch as we're going to get some pretty heavy amounts of rain. Clouds are increasing. We're going to stay dry as we go through the overnight hours tonight, but here's our storm system digging into the southwestern parts of the U.S. now. Ahead of it, it's been mild. It's been very windy as well. Temperature is still holding right around 60 degrees for us right now. We have these southerly winds, which are kicking in 20 to 30 miles per hour, and then gusts have been higher than that. We've had gusts 30, 40, upwards to 45 miles per hour at times. Through the evening hours, we only drop back into the mid-50s. Thunderstorms, freezing rain, sleet, and snow in the forecast. I'll break it down for you here in just a bit.
We'll see you then. Thanks, Doug. The Missouri House is advancing bills to ban public employers from requiring COVID-19 vaccinations and to ensure unvaccinated patients can still get organ transplants. The House advanced the measures in a voice vote. One bill would ensure people who are unvaccinated still get unemployment benefits if they're fired for not getting the vaccine. Another would prevent doctors from stopping unvaccinated patients from getting organ transplants. Both bills need a second vote to move to the Senate. The city of Joplin today announced a new schedule for its Sunshine Lamp Trolley. Starting February 28th, the trolley will operate Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. The MAPS van service is cutting down on the number of vans operating. MAPS will begin operating 4 vans instead of 5 during its regular hours.
You'll still call ahead and make the reservations, and it just on a busy day you may have to go to the next day or go to the next week type thing, depending on how far you're calling ahead.
The Sunshine Lamp Trolley provides 3 routes: red, blue, and green. Joplin's court-appointed special advocates is getting a new facility that'll help train the next batch of volunteers. Court-appointed special advocates work with abused or neglected children to make the court help them make decisions in the best interest of the child. The advocates are volunteers, and today's groundbreaking is for a facility that'll help the Joplin CASA chapter better train those volunteers. It'll be a training and connection center. NASA is also in need of about 50 volunteers for this year. To volunteer, you must be at least 21 years old, have a high school diploma or equivalent, be willing to participate in interviews and background checks, and complete a national CASA training curriculum. If you fit that criteria and you'd like to help, you can sign up to volunteer online. We've provided a link on our website. Of course, that's KOAMnewsnow.com. The Los Angeles Rams are Super Bowl champions, which is stirring up questions in their former hometown, St. Louis, about when a settlement between the team and the city will actually show its benefits. Reporter Gabriela Vidal has more.
A Rams win in Los Angeles, stirring up questions about when St. Louis will finally reap the benefits of its lawsuit settlement against the Rams franchise.
We have asked for meetings, and we have been asked to have updates on the process, what's going on, how much are we going to get? Are there any kinds of parameters around this money? And we've really been told nothing.
St. Louis city and county spokespersons tell News 4 city and county leaders, as well as the St. Louis Regional Convention and Sports Complex Authority, or RSA, are still working out negotiations on how much money each entity will receive. A spokesperson for the city's Board of Aldermen president, Louis Reed, tells me alderpersons have not been included in the negotiation process. And St. Louis County Council members say they've also been left in the dark.
Although we do believe the county executive is being briefed and is part of the negotiation, it's just they have not allowed the council to be part of that conversation.
A spokesperson for the county executive tells News 4 the county councilor negotiates all civil legal matters for St. Louis County, and they cannot comment on mediation until the issue is resolved.
I just think it's not good government, if you will, that everything is in secrecy, and your council, who is going to be responsible for some of those funds, is not aware.
County Council member Tim Fitch is also at odds with County Executive Sam Page's decision to appoint someone to the RSA board without council approval.
We approved one of the members, Amy Fisher, 5-0. And then when Charlie Dooley, who was the second member brought forward for confirmation, the council turned him down by a vote of 3 noes and 2 yeses.
Again, that was Gabriela Vidal reporting. The father of an infant killed in a house fire in Shawnee, Kansas, has been charged with first-degree murder and other crimes in the case. Firefighters battling the flames Sunday found the body of the infant inside the home. Police later arrested 28-year-old Nicholas Adam Ecker. Authorities have charged him with first-degree murder and aggravated arson. He's also charged with felony stalking, domestic aggravated assault, and illegal possession of a firearm. Still ahead, future firefighters experience the rigors of a day in the life of a first responder in Pittsburgh. And the Joplin Schools Foundation says they hope to inspire the next generation of students with a new program. Some future first responders are getting an up-close look at a day in the life of a Pittsburgh firefighter at the department's new academy. Over the course of 24 hours, 6 recruits experience a shift at a fire station. They're presented with problems the class has to solve, including simulated medical and fire emergencies. The rest of the day, they live at the firehouse during a regular 24-hour shift. This recruit school, which originally started as a 2-week orientation, has evolved to become a full 6-week academy.
We succeed because of the quality of staff that I have here. We've had lieutenants, captains, firefighters, battalion chiefs detailed to this project every day for the last 6 weeks. And the combination of our personalities and our experience have really allowed us to create an environment where we can guide and coach but still hold accountable.
Fire department says graduates of the academy have the tools they need to be successful and obtain firefighter certifications. Southeast high schoolers in Cherokee, Kansas today learned about the dangers of distracted driving. The Arrive Alive tour stopped by the high school, where students got to drive a simulated vehicle to see what it's like to drink and drive. A student we spoke with hopes the tour will cut down on the number of distracted or drunk driving crashes involving teens.
People like Arrive Alive keep going around spreading education around the people. Maybe more people will stop distracted driving and make the road a safer place.
The program encourages kids to drive safe. That stands for sober and free of electronics. Joplin School District is introducing a new way to celebrate the accomplishments of its alumni. The Joplin Schools Foundation today announced the establishment of the Joplin Schools Hall of Fame. It'll honor alumni from Lincoln, Memorial, Parkwood, and Joplin High Schools. The foundation hopes the Hall of Fame will serve as an inspiration for current and future students to pursue their dreams.
Any community that celebrates their heroes, their people that have done phenomenal things, really has a rich culture and a tradition about what makes that community go. And we've had this in Joplin for years, but we just haven't, from the school system standpoint, developed anything till now to be able to really highlight those people.
Foundation will begin accepting applications on May 15th. Later, the 100 Women Who Care donation that'll help grow the future of nature lovers in our region.
Plus, our next storm is rolling in for us tomorrow. Those details coming up. Well, it turned out to be a nice day for us today. Mild, very windy across the region. The winds are going to stay strong as we go through the overnight hours tonight. And then again into Wednesday as well. Thunderstorm chances increase tomorrow evening, tomorrow night. That will switch over to a wintry mix across the region on Thursday. And of course, you can get my long range forecast. This is my month-long blog. That is KOAM newsnow.com. All right, look at our temps. We're still near 60 degrees. We're not going to drop off much as we go through the overnight hours tonight. Southerly winds 20 to 30 miles per hour sustained. Then you can check out our wind gusts 40, 45, pressing 50 at times. So it's very windy across the area. Nice shot. Here's 7th and range line. Currently outside sitting at 60 south winds, 22 humidity, fairly low, 41%. Slide back into the mid 50s. That's it for us tonight. So we stay mild and windy as we go through the overnight hours. Winter storm watches in effect are very far northern western counties. I do expect a winter weather advisory to go out probably for I-44 north. Most likely will not go out until tomorrow. Clouds increase for us across the region. We are going to stay dry, but our main storm system building back toward the south and to the west. It is right about Las Vegas. So this system is going to track out right on top of us. And this is where it gets tricky. If it's a hair farther north, mainly severe weather. Hair farther south, mainly wintry weather. So a lot to watch because it's tracking right on top of us over the next 36 to 48 hours. All right, let's go through time. Tonight, we just have the clouds. As we go through the daytime hours tomorrow, a few spotty showers. I do think a few scattered thunderstorms will pop up late tomorrow afternoon. And then into tomorrow evening, we'll see a little bit bigger scattered showers and thunderstorms as the front starts to press in. Very heavy amounts of rain, especially after midnight. Showers, thunderstorms continue into Thursday morning. And then through the morning, we see a transition over to freezing rain, sleet, and then eventually snow. But I think by the time most of us transition over, we're going to be on the lighter side of this. So we're not going to see too much in the way of wintry weather, but something I do want to watch very closely. Severe threat, mainly south of us, but from Joplin south, we are at least going to have a low threat for severe weather. I'll keep tornado threat low, hail, wind. I'm going to elevate rain because I think a lot of us are going to get 1 to 3 inches of rain. If we had anything severe, main threat is some gusty winds and large hail. Ice, this could be a problem. I-44 north, especially Parsons, Pittsburgh, Nevada, over toward Fort Scott, maybe a 1/4 of an inch of ice. Let's look at snow. I don't think we're going to get a ton of snow. I'm going to keep most of us, except our very far southern counties, in a dusting to 1 inch. But our northwestern counties, once you get to Yates Center and north, a pocket of 3 to 6 inches of snow. 64 for us tomorrow. We're going to drop into the 20s on Thursday. 17 Thursday night. I'm gonna go on Friday 45. If we get a little bit more snow, we'll stay in the 30s. But right now 45 sounds pretty good. And the weekend clearing out looking pretty nice.
As far as the snow or other precipitation, boy, there is quite a range depending on where you are in the area.
We're gonna get a lot of moisture.
Thanks, Doug. Still ahead, 100 Women Who Care present a donation aimed at educating our region's next batch of nature lovers. And Missouri Southern students create their own Rory at the 10th Stuff-A-Lion. Joplin's Wildcat Glades is getting some help teaching the next generation an appreciation of nature. The Jasper-Newton County chapter of 100 Women Who Care today gave Wildcat Glades close to $3,000 to buy tools for conservation education. The nonprofit Wildcat Glades Friends Group offers nature trails, resources, and education programs.
Well, most of our labor is volunteer, so that means that these dollars can be stretched pretty far. Our volunteers actually, if it weren't for them, we wouldn't be able to do nearly the amount of work. For example, this morning we had 15 people out here doing everything from picking up trash to hanging blinds.
The Jasper-Newton chapter of 100 Women Who Care says since its formation in 2018, it's given about $35,000 to charities. Valentine's Day is over, but Missouri Southern is using the day after the holiday to show its students their love with Stuff-A-Lion Day. Yeah, students got the chance to create their own Rory the Lion, Build-A-Bear style. They even come with their own outfits.
And hopefully for some people maybe it's a little gift. You know, college students sometimes can be tight on money, so they can have a gift for their significant other, girlfriend, boyfriend, something like that, something to kind of give them some excitement for the day.
Southern's been doing Stuff-A-Lion for about 10 years now. Final check on the weather is next. Take time now to recognize a local World War II veteran. Moran, Kansas native Jesse Parsons served in Iwo Jima with the U.S. Navy. Jesse Parsons, a four-state hero. Here's a look at what's coming up tonight on KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14. A reaction to a first-of-its-kind settlement from a gun manufacturer held responsible for a mass shooting. Also, how the White House hopes to make high-speed internet available to everyone. And French fry scented perfume, turns out it is incredibly popular. That and a lot more on KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14. Virgin Galactic says it's ready to start offering the general public an out-of-this-world experience. General public in this case meaning the insanely rich. Starting tomorrow, the space travel company says people can try to reserve a spot for its next trip to space. The total cost for a reservation, cool $450,000. An initial deposit of $150,000 holds you the spot. Virgin Galactic says those who take the trip will experience an hour-and-a-half long journey from Earth to space and back and see what the planet looks like from way up there. A number of people have apparently expressed an interest in the initial flight later this year. $450,000.
A little pricey. You going to do it?
I think I'll pass.
Going to wait for the prices to drop a little bit?
I may wait longer than that. I don't know that I would, no, I would not do that. I think for any price.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. All right, the weather.
It's going to stay mild and windy for us tonight, and tomorrow some showers starting to pop up, especially in the afternoon. Thunderstorms tomorrow night, wintry mix, and cold on Thursday.
See you right back here for KOAM News at 10. Let's make it a great evening.
Salon service is